I'm a man in need of a hobby. I wanted it to be sailing, but I don't have the money for a boat, which is a hindrance when you want to do sailing as a hobby. So I got a list of hobbies and I'm going to work my way through them one by one. Yes, we're starting with cheerleading. I can't remember why this is the first one on the list. Maybe boxing was first and alphabetically. And I mean, look at me. I'm not going to... This is not a guy who's going to take up boxing as a hobby. Cheerleading, maybe. I like cheer. I like leading. I don't lead anyone. I don't know what I'm talking about. But can I combine them into one seamless activity that is cheerleading? To prepare me for the hobby, I have watched 3 videos. One by what can only be described as children, running me through the dance moves on YouTube. There's a lot of spelling out of the alphabet. That seems to be a lot of the moves. A lot of like, you hold your pom-poms up and you make a T, or this one's a V, or, you know. That seems to be pretty much it. Then I watched like the pros, the Dallas cheerleaders. There seems to be a lot of flying through the air and doing the splits and landing on you, which I don't know if we're going to get to that on lesson 1. I'm only going to do 1 video on this, so we're probably not going to do that. We're probably not going to land there. But can we get somewhere in the middle between like beginner and professional? I've bought some pom-poms, are they called? The little cheerleader things that you hold. That was a fun trip down to Spotlight to get them. I was prepared to, if I got asked at the checkout, I was going to be like, no, my mum's a school teacher and she needs them for something for her class. Because you can't say, I'm thinking of taking up cheerleading as a hobby as a 30-year-old man. That's an odd thing for a person at the register to deal with. So here we go. Potential hobby, number 1, cheerleading. So I've done the dance, and the only way for me to describe how it was to try cheerleading for the first time, and you won't be able to tell when you watch the footage, but it is my first time. And the only way to describe it is, it's how I imagine it must be when people have a very, very deep but very real sexual awakening. The pom-poms, or whatever they're called. Look, at first I wasn't quite sure how to hold them and how to get the little tinsley bits out of my way, but, you know, it's just on-the-job training that you expect. But once I was holding them, something happened and I felt at home. And I didn't just feel at home, I was good at it, and I knew that I was good at it, really good at it. I went for a lot of energy early on, and I think that's all you can do in terms of trying to just keep up with what's happening in front of you. I had Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders playing on the TV in front of me. Initially it was so that I could see some of the moves just to remind me. But as it went on, I really felt that it was a shame that they couldn't see me, because I felt like there would be a lot for them to learn from watching my interpretation of the routine. I learned that it's just about 3 C's. Confidence, being chill, and killing it. I knew where the camera was and I knew what the audience wanted. vaguely remembered the letters system, and I just tried to spell out some random letters. I couldn't remember if they were the letters needed, but I don't think it mattered. No, I don't think it came across. I came up with some moves of my own. The side to side, I like to call it. The trying to dry the washing move, that was an original as well. You'll find that if you put enough hours into rehearsal, like I watched up to 3 videos that went for 5 minutes each, you find that it's just about watching all that stuff, and then on game day, certain things will just come out where you go, wow, I can't believe I'm coming up with these moves on the spot. But that's when it's worth remembering that you are pretty amazing to begin with. When in doubt, I just went for high energy. I didn't overthink the moves. What came out of my heart is what you see on stage. Or Landry. The back scratch I was pretty proud of that one. Again, that's an original move. And again, you are more than welcome to try it. It's probably a level 5 and above sort of move, but if you can do it below level 5, then yeah, go for it. At one point, the Dallas cheerleaders did start doing their high kicks, and I went to do it, and I realized very quickly that I could do it if I wanted to. But I just thought in the moment, is it a bit been there, done that? So the big question that you're asking yourself is, will this become a hobby of mine? And I had a really long think about this, and it was not a decision that I took lightly. I've chosen not to continue with this being a hobby, and the only reason for that is I don't want to be that uncle at the party where one of my nieces or nephews is really into cheerleading and they go to show their routine. Everyone goes, oh, get Uncle Joe to show his routine, and then I crush it, and then I make that kid feel bad. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? And so I've just decided to just let it go. Sometimes there is too much of a good thing. I'm sorry, I get choked up when I talk about it. And this is the first and last time that I will lead the cheering. I'm sorry to say it. If you have any suggestions for other hobbies, ideally ones that I won't be as good at as I was at cheerleading, so that I can actually continue with them and keep them as hobbies, please comment them, send them to me. I would love to know. If for some reason you did enjoy this and you want to subscribe, then yeah, do it. I don't know why you would, but sorry, that's breaking the character. No, I'm really good at cheerleading.